Use the code CHICKEN in the shop.
Hey guys, the Chickens here. We are back today with another Boom Beach video. In today's video, first of all, happy Thanksgiving, happy Turkey Day. As of the time I'm recording this, it is Thanksgiving, I think. Or actually, no, it's today, technically. I always get mixed up if it's the Sunday or the Monday. But either way, guys, made it up to rank 23. So we got some really good tips and tricks for you guys to progress no matter where you're at in the season going into the last 7 days or so. Guys, I do appreciate it if you throw in that code CHICKEN in the shop while you're in there. Oh, that was weird. I thought there was a bug or something. You can check out some of these offers. And 200 diamonds for 5 crystals, I guess, isn't too bad. It's okay. I mean, I've seen worse offers. We can say that. So here it is, guys. Here it is. So this was the base. This was the sauce. Let's go ahead and collect this chest first. So now at this point, I believe we want to save for 70 Rs. I'm not seeing seeker attacks at all anymore. So I'm not too concerned with them. The few 70 Rs I have faced, they were fairly easy to take down. But check this out, guys. Look, we got to Global 125 with a week left in the season. And 7th in Canadian, which is pretty cool. So yeah. So this was the base. So we changed from the compact to the spread out base. Why? Laser Rangers. And that's all I've been using today, guys, has been Laser Rangers. We're going to go over the last few attacks in a second. But this is a generic style of base. It's not amazing. But this got the job done. If you have 6CR, if you have building health, and DBD. If you don't have the DBD, run the compact base. If you're lower 21, or if you're 20 coming into 21, run a compact 6CR base, because most of those guys shouldn't have Laser Rangers. If you start losing enough times on Laser Rangers, then that's the point you want to switch to the spread base. Now, these bases really shine with rocket launchers. That's the difference maker. If you don't have rocket launchers, you're going to get full cleared pretty much by everything every time, which is fine. It just becomes a base race at that point. But adding in the max rockets, that is going to help hugely. That was the big difference. So let's go over the tech tree next before we dive into the attacks and just show you where we're at. So I did put the flares up to tick 4. There was a couple times where they expired at tick 3, so I had the token, so I figured why not. I made one mistake. So I got hit by Grenadiers one time, and they didn't fully clear me, but they actually got some engines. Now, my problem this morning was when I was pushing is using Zookas wasn't really getting the job done. They were only getting 2 or 3 engines pretty well every time. I could not really clear with them. So I didn't think I could clear with Laser Rangers either, because especially on spread bases, right? That's how they work. They spread out, and they get tough to control. Laser Rangers are not good if they're not, somewhat clumped together. So I was mainly just using them on compact, switching back on Zookas on the spread base, but I saw this guy, he did a really good attack with Grenadiers, so then I started to upgrade them. I only got them to tick 3, so complete waste of tokens. Didn't end up using them once anyway, so that was a waste. But the other thing I did that helped, where is it? Barrage. So I got Barrage at tick 4, so that was enough. 3 Barrage was able to take down a rocket launcher, a Doom Cannon, I think it was 4 Barrage, 4 Shock Launcher. But sometimes you could get really good value out of that, especially with your Laser Rangers. Barding out stuff like down here, it would clear the mines. It might take out 2 really strong defenses, like a Shock Launcher and a Rocket Launcher together. And it just made the attack much, much easier. So typically I was doing that. I was barding out one of the defenses wherever it was. It was always different, but typically Shock Launcher, Rocket Launcher, or the Doom Cannon. Grappler is too much health to bard out. So you see we've skipped all this stuff. Now, the thing is, the Seeker window is pretty well closed until maybe we get to 7. It'll pop up again, but Seekers aren't really doing well against these bases. And the Rocket Choppers are super slow, and they almost fizzle every time. I've not been cleared by Rocket Choppers once today. It's not to say it's impossible for them, but it certainly doesn't seem good or consistent. Now, that's the problem when we get into these types of troops, because I always get comments, Chicken, why do you never play Seekers or Rocket Choppers? It's usually because they're not very good for very long. And I try to stick with what's going to be good for long term, because that ends up, getting you further ahead in warships. Like, sure, if we have a season with 50 building health, Seekers are probably going to be good all season. It's not what we have this season. We've got, I forget what it is, 150 building health. That's season 15 with OP. Nope. Okay. Never mind. Those are old pictures. But yeah. So we have more building out the season, so they're not really good long term. But that's why I don't always use those troops. But made some really good progress today with the Laser Rangers. They are definitely fun to use, and we still don't have Bombardiers yet. But yeah, what we want to do at this point is we would just want to save up for 7, and we want to get to heavy choppers and bombers. I don't know if we're gonna need to use heavy choppers. I mean, probably, but the plan is to go to Bombardier, get the troop health, get the troop damage. Maybe some days we can still use Laser Rangers, but Laser Rangers with that extra troop health and troop damage can be really good. So that's going to be the plan for right now. I'll probably add that Shock Blaster at some point. And then probably go back and get the heavies, which is funny because we've been waiting to do that for a very long time. But yeah, so there's the base. There's the tech. Now let's go over the attack. What should we show you guys here? So 3-1, 3-0. You see a lot of fizzles, this guy fully cleared me. We were able to get the full clear on him. So let's go over this one. This was a pretty standard base. He actually didn't have rocket launchers. I actually got kind of lucky on this because I only got 11 stars. He was rank 21, so that worked out in my favor. But yeah, so using the Laser Rangers, this is a spread base, but typically what I was doing is I would drop them. Make sure you drop your rifles first because the Laser Rangers are much faster than them. So drop your rifles first, then drop your Laser Rangers. Keep the Laser Rangers all together. Don't delay drop them. You don't need to do any weird stuff like that. And the idea was to clear this engine room, okay, and then flank them left. So it just allows them, all they have to do really is just get to here then, and then they can fan out and take that stuff down. So I'll show you how it works in real time. And they just do so much damage, and they reach out the stuff behind them. So the nice thing is when they get up to that left corner, they just kind of shoot right through that pocket and take everything down. So you see, I opted to take down that shock launcher because I knew there wasn't really anything else going to be in range. We can almost avoid this one completely, and then just shock this one and get away from it. So you see right at that point, as soon as that engine goes down, we are getting out of there. Now, the biggest thing, if you are going to do this flare that you got to be careful of, is the grappler will grab Kavan. So whenever you're using Kavan and you're flaring troops, you always got to be careful because he's going to stay in place until they start going on their natural path again. He's not necessarily going to follow them always. He likes to hang out until the last troop has gone, and then he'll start following the pack, right? So he'll hang out there for a long time. I was worried he was going to get grappled. That's why I threw down that extra smoke. But you see, he's very difficult to move when you're flaring. So it's just something to keep in mind. So yeah, we come around the top here. And the Doom Cannon is annoying because remember, the Doom Cannon does do splash damage. So yeah, you got to be careful about that. And then you see how everything is cleared here. So all we're really doing is we're just shocking. And then once everyone kind of comes together again, then we'll flare them back together. Take out the machine gun. And then just move forward from there. So you do got to be careful with the mines. The Laser Rangers, they're so fragile. They have such little health. You really got to be careful with mines and rocket launchers. I believe they outrange flamethrowers. So they're not as big of a deal, but machine guns, shock launchers are the biggest thing, because I think it only takes 2 or 3 shocks to completely kill them. But yeah, so you see here. Now you see here also, as soon as they start to spread out, like they just do no damage at all. Obviously at this point it was okay because I wanted to distract the shock launchers, so I didn't want them all together getting shock locked. But yeah, you can see right there that that's the idea of why you always want to keep them somewhat together. So then we flare back up here, go like this. So that allows us to, you see all the stuff we avoided. We avoided going through all those mines. Coming down on the right side with the Laser Rangers too, it can be very awkward because they like to fan out. They like to spread out. And get hit by the mines and stuff. So we'll do one more hit. See if we can make it 6 in a row. I don't know, but we'll see if we can get matched up with here. So, but yeah, man, Laser Rangers looking good. Yeah, looking good with the Laser Rangers. Actually, this is gonna take forever to find an opponent, so I'm just gonna wrap it up right there, guys. I gotta get going. But yeah, there it is. Sweet push today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, thank you so much for watching. That is going to wrap up the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative, and we'll catch you in the next one, guys. Chicken out. Bang, bang.